Where are you right now, buddy?
I don't know. I'm in a daze.
Come on, give me a little narrative. Where are you?
We're on West Point.
Right? For what reason?
I forgot.
No, really. Why are you here?
Because it took me 3 years to get here to get this damn thing. That's why.
What damn thing? What are you talking about?
Come on, Dad.
You know what? You know what?
Do stand for the camera, dude.
What are you receiving today?
A French medal.
Exactly. And what's Bob receiving? Agita. Bob's getting a...
Trying to figure out how to work his camera.
Maria, are you proud of your father?
Very proud of my father, but I was always proud of him.
There you go.
He didn't need a medal.
Don't worry, Mike. I'm going to edit all this out later. And there you go. We're at West Point. There it is.
Waiting for the bus.
The West Point Museum in upstate New York.
Did you take our transportation?
No, I didn't. Here we are in the grounds of West Point. Hey, no, sir. Mikey.
I wanted to take a picture of him by that sign, but he
Hold
didn't
on.
want to.
That's why we're here, the French Legion of Honor ceremony. Right, Mikey?
That's what we're here for, I hope.
Yeah, right?
It's not a cancellation.
Here we are in the ballroom. That guy way back there waving is Mikey. There's 34 people here. There's Marie. Taking pictures. There's the ceremony. Very nice. I'll give you a feel for the whole ballroom here. Very nice. And we're back to Marie. And there he is. There he is. Oh no, that's not him. There he is. Very nice. I'm honored to be here.
Will award the French Legion of Honor to veterans from World War II. At this time, please rise for the entrance of the official party and then remain standing for the playing of the national anthems of France and the United States. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. The Legion of Honor, or in full, the National Order of the Legion of Honor, is a French order established by Napoleon Bonaparte. The order is the highest decoration in France, and it is divided into 5 degrees: Chevalier, Officer, Commander, Grand Officer, and Grand Cross. The Order's motto is Honor et Patrie, honor and fatherland. Foreign nationals who have served France or the ideals it upholds may receive a distinction from the Legion of Honor. American recipients include Generals Dwight D. Eisenhower and Douglas MacArthur, Admiral Michael Mullen, and even, as an institution, the United States Military Academy itself. American veterans who risked their lives during World War II, who fought on French territory and are still alive, qualify to be decorated as Chevalier de la Légion d'Honneur. Veterans must have fought in one of the four main campaigns of the liberation of France: Normandy, Provence, Ardennes, or Northern France. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please join me in welcoming the 59th Superintendent of the United States Military Academy, Lieutenant General Robert L. Castle.
Well, good morning. And ladies and gentlemen and distinguished guests, welcome to the United States Military Academy. It is a privilege for West Point to host this ceremony to honor this very special group of veterans that we have here today. We all owe a great debt to every one of you. Through your untold courage and your sacrifice, you helped secure the liberty and freedom of both of our nations. Yours are the shoulders on whom our now serving soldiers now stand. We are lucky to have service members like you who had the personal courage to respond to the call of duty. You were not seeking personal gain for your fame. Your country called and you answered. Yours was a simple and patriotic and honorable response. You recognized your civic duty and you acted accordingly. Your display of selfless service is an inspiration to all of us. It serves as an example for future generations. Those represented here today should be proud that you did something worthwhile, something to make this world a better place to live. You served in the cause of freedom for all mankind.
Honored veterans, Lieutenant General Caslin, dear Terence Holliday, dear Gabriel Gudero, dear Guy Wittgenstein, dear representatives of the Federation of French War Veterans, cadets, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I am deeply honored to be here with you today at the exceptional and historic site of West Point to celebrate the 70th anniversary of the end of World War II in Europe and to pay tribute to 34 American veterans. We are very grateful to Lieutenant General Caslin for accepting to hold this ceremony here at West Point. Your invitation, sir, gives a great symbolic significance to this celebration, given the unique bond woven since its origins between West Point and France. The United States Military Academy at West Point has indeed found on many occasions a striking resonance in the destiny of our country. We French will never forget what we owe to West Point. So many soldiers trained here fought on French soil during the two world wars. So it should come as no surprise that, as it was recalled, West Point Academy is one of only two foreign institutions that received the French Legion of Honor. And that in 2002, West Point cadets marched alongside French troops on the Champs-Élysées in Paris on Bastille Day. They were the first American soldiers to march on the Champs-Élysées since 1945. Ladies and gentlemen, 2014 is a key year for the Franco-American relationship, marked by very powerful anniversaries: the centenary of World War I and the 70th anniversary of the Allied landing operations in France. These seminal moments have highlighted on 2 occasions during the 20th century the strength of America's involvement alongside France in the name of our shared values, the values of freedom and democracy. Ladies and gentlemen, today we pay tribute to America and 34 American veterans who embody this shared history, who illustrate by their courage the friendship and shared values that so profoundly bind our two nations. We are gathering today to honor 34 American heroes who 70 years ago risked their young lives for the freedom of France and Europe. I want to assure these veterans, beyond the reward which is awarded to them today, that the eternal flame which the French people maintain of generation in generation will not go out. If France is what it is today, a free and sovereign country, we will never forget that it is thanks to them, to their bravery, and thanks to America. I would also like to pay tribute to the memory of Mr. James Levin and Mr. Joseph Senetti, who should have been decorated today, but passed away recently. I will present the medals to their families, who we are honored to have with us today, and whom I'd like to greet fraternally. For the veterans who are being honored today, we want to honor all the Americans who struggled for our freedom, and our thoughts go particularly to Mr. Georges Loubriel, who fought in France and worked for so many years here at the Military Academy West Point, as did his son Joe, who is with us today. We remember the ultimate sacrifice of so many of you comrades who rest on French soil. They will remain forever in our hearts. 7 years have passed since then, and yet the memory of the sacrifice of American soldiers remains more vivid than ever in the villages of France, in Normandy, in Provence, in the Ardennes, whose cemeteries bear witness to war's costs in life. I want to tell you that your example gives us inspiration for the future, and that we endeavor to prove ourselves worthy of your legacy in defending our shared values. Gentlemen, in recognition of your heroic actions and extraordinary accomplishments, the President of the French Republic nominated you to the Legion of Honor. As you know, the Legion of Honor was created by Napoleon Bonaparte in 1802, the same year as West Point Academy, to reward outstanding services rendered to France and extraordinary accomplishments. In a few minutes, the President of the American Society of the French Legion of Honor and I will bestow upon you this distinction, France's highest honor and one of the most coveted in the world. In so doing, on behalf of the President of France, we are proud to express to you France's eternal gratitude. Long live the United States of America, long live the French-American friendship, and vive la France.
The Legion of Honor Society serves as the executor of today's awards. Today, we are deeply honored to have with us the President of the American Society of the French Legion of Honor. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Guy Brillienstein.
Lieutenant General Gasling, Consul General Dr. Larry, Mr. Botero, Mr. Holliday, members of the Board of Directors of the Society, Mrs. Sistak and Mr. Perez, fellow Legionnaires, honored guests. My name is Guy Wildenstein, and I am the President of the American Society of the French Legion of Honor. French by descent, American by birth, I've dedicated most of my life to strengthening the ties between America and France. From the plains of Yorktown to the Argonne forests, from the beaches of Normandy to the Libyan desert, our two nations have always been allies and have fought side by side every time that freedom, independence, and democracy were at stake. Eisenhower, MacArthur, Bradley, Arnold, Clark, Patton, Stilwell, Wainwright, these great soldiers were among an impressive array of Academy graduates who met the challenge of leadership in the Second World War. As you all know, today marks the 69th anniversary of the end of World War II in Europe. I would like to take a moment here, if I may, to reflect on the chilling number of casualties, military and civilian, from both sides. They amounted to 55 million. With 936,259 casualties, the United States Army has suffered more losses from 1941 to 1946 than the Navy and Air Force combined. This is why French President Vincent signed a decree awarding the Legion of Honor to West Point Military Academy. Allow me to read the message which accompanied the decree. In 1941, as in 1917, you accepted a great risk in order to ensure the safety of civilization and democracy. You proved that American soldiers are willing to fight and to die in the name of liberty. West Point deserves to be honored and distinguished, not only by our nation, but in fact by the world. This message is dated March 21st, 1949, and is signed Vincent Auriol, Président de la République Française. How true these words resound today, when America's men and women are present all over the globe in an effort to maintain peace among nations, risking their own lives in these somewhat thankless missions. The West Point Military Academy and the Order of the Legion of Honor share an important anniversary. They were both founded in 1802. Thus, in 2002, in order to celebrate both bicentennials, France invited West Point to participate in its traditional July 14th parade, and our society provided the financial and logistical support for the transport and housing of 160 cadets who crossed the Atlantic for the occasion. After the parade, I took a stroll on the famous Avenue des Champs-Élysées. As I was walking, I noticed an old couple weeping and asked them why they were so sad. I will never forget their answer. In 1914, we grieved as we saw the occupying Nazi army march down the Champs-Élysées. Today, 62 years later, our tears are of joy and gratefulness to see the Americans marching down our avenue again. Twice a year, we assemble at the request of the President of the French Republic to celebrate and to remember. On November 11th and on May 8th, we celebrate the end of 2 world wars. But most importantly, on both these occasions, we celebrate something very precious. We celebrate French-American friendship. Monsieur le Consul Général, dear Bertrand Lortolari, thank you for carrying on the tradition. General Tasselini, thank you for having us. Today, we remember and we honor. We remember those who made the ultimate sacrifice and lie in cemeteries on French shores in Normandy, in the south of France, and indeed everywhere liberty was at stake. Those who may not even have found the grave. May they rest in peace. They deserve our eternal gratitude. Today, we also gather here to honor those who survived and who fought so gallantly against the Nazi occupation. And I am proud that this ceremony is taking place at West Point Academy, where so many of the men and women who will lead tomorrow's United States Army are trained, and many of them have volunteered to be here today. Thank you. We must never forget that we owe the freedom we enjoy to the bravery of a great generation who embodied by the men we are about to decorate. Gentlemen, you exemplify the very reason why Napoleon Bonaparte founded the Legion of Honor, in order to recognize the men and women deserving France's highest gratitude for their accomplishments. Gentlemen, you are all heroes. We salute you, we thank you, and our society is proud to add you to its illustrious roster of war veterans. It is to you and to your comrades in arms that General de Gaulle wrote on November 6, 1945, the following message. Soldiers of free America, having fulfilled your task and achieved victory, you are about to leave the European soil. Allow me to convey warm wishes from the French soldiers and the grateful salute of the people of France. We will never forget. Think of us from time to time. We fought together, suffered together, triumphed together. It is hand in hand that our two countries should walk towards the future. Long live the armies of America. Long live the United States of America, and its sign Charles de Gaulle. De Gaulle promised you that France would never forget, and it is our role to ensure that the next generation will keep this promise long after we are all gone. For the next generation must always remember that they owe the freedom they enjoy today to your gallantry. The Legion of Honor has remained the premier distinction of France, and I hope you wear it proudly from now on as a reminder of France's eternal gratitude for the important part you took in its liberation. France will indeed never forget. God bless America. Vive la France.
At this time, the Honorable Wopolari and Mr. Rubenstein will award our distinguished veterans the Legion of Honor. Please hold your applause until all awards are complete. Beginning on your left with the Consul General, the individuals receiving the Legion of Honor are Francis M. Dorsey,
Francis Dorsey, au nom du président.
Nous vous faisons chevalier de la Légion d'honneur.
Francis Neuwirth,
Francis Neuwirth, au nom du président de la République, nous vous faisons chevalier de la Légion d'honneur. Au nom du président de la République, nous vous faisons chevalier de la Légion d'honneur.
Michael F. Sgaglione,
Michael Sgaglione, au nom du président de la République, nous vous faisons chevalier de la Légion d'honneur.
George J. Meade,
George J. Meade, au nom du président de la République, nous vous faisons chevalier de la Légion d'honneur.
Irving Chernow, and a round of applause for our honorable please don't leave today until you have received your certificate from the office of Senator Richard Blumenthal of Connecticut. You can pick that up in the back lobby before you leave. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise at this time for the departure of the official party. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our ceremony today. Please join us for a reception here at the West Point Club to honor our new recipients of the French Legion of Honor. Thank you for attending today's ceremony, and enjoy the rest of your day here at the United States Military Academy.
Wow, look how beautiful that medal is. Wow.
Took long, huh?
Congratulations, Mike. How do you feel?
Honored, really.
I hope so.
Honored and not deserving, really.
Excellent ceremony. Excellent ceremony.
Yeah, we don't have to pick it up.
No, I think that's a different certificate.
Turn around. That's,
Let me see it, Mike. Wow.
what do you say to a Frenchman?
Can I touch it?
Only with my hat? Should I get my French hat?
No, you're fine. Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
If you're available on June 6th, we're doing something special on the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, I heard you say that.
Yes, we're gonna send you a mail. Hopefully you can join us.
Oh, excellent.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mikey, let me see. Wow, look at that. That is
Long
stunning.
time coming, huh?
Wow. Mike, hold that up.
This is all in French.
That's okay.
Too high. I want to get a picture of your.
You're hiding the medal, dude. Don't hold it down by your crotch.
Yeah, I know they tried so hard.
Here's the group. Well,
Popping champagne for us, huh?
popping champagne for you, Mikey. Mike, you want some? You want somebody?
We got to ask him about it.
Oh, very nice. May I, sir? Thank you.
Oh, Middle Island. Where's that? Look at the middle of the island.
Congratulations. No, thank you.
This is gentlemen about the certificate.
It's out in the hallway. Don't worry, you got your medal. Who cares about the certificate?
Yeah, but I want people to see the certificate.
Forget it. Let us see the medal. Look how nice that is.
You got the French medal.
Wow. Wow, let me see your medal. Oh, sorry. There's Marie tying one on, as usual.
Whenever I get a
Mikey,
chance.
Here's a French champagne.
there you go, buddy. And Bob?
Go ahead, talk French.
Bob, show us the medal. Oh, no,